My name is Dr. Eleonor Starling, and I'm the director of the Center for Biodiversity and Conservation at the American Museum of Natural History in New York City. We actually work in biodiversity in general, nature conservation, and I work all over the world in Asia, Africa, and Latin America, working with governments and local communities to understand how people affect biodiversity and how we can do a better job of conserving it. We've influenced the biodiversity of this planet by affecting how much space there is left for animals and plants to live in, by changing their habitat, by changing the food webs that they're used to relating to, and in general by squishing biodiversity and nature into small habitats in a sea of human-dominated landscapes. We affect areas far away from cities by bringing water in from a long ways away. We bring water in from Pacific tropical islands to drink in New York City, bottled water in New York City, when we have a wonderful tap system in New York City and it's not necessary for us to take water from so far away. Well, one of the solutions most definitely is buying locally when you can. Here, again, in the northeast of the United States, we have wonderful apples, and yet when we go to the grocery store, our apples come from Washington State, and we send our New York apples somewhere else. Now, in a situation like that, with perfectly good, delicious apples, it's not immediately clear to me as an ecologist why we have to send our apples away and buy apples from somewhere else. And yes, I think we can do a better job of localizing the resources we need, which doesn't say that you should never ever ship something from one place to the other, but we should be more sensible about how and why we do that. Well, I think it's really difficult to say how and when we might ourselves go extinct, but we certainly are changing the conditions under which we're living now, and our lives in the future will be impoverished in terms of the amount of natural areas around us and the kind of recreation and resources that we get, food, medicine, and other things. So we may end up not going extinct for another 1,000 years, but we might go extinct in 500 years.